For the benefit of you folks who are not part of the group that's come to listen to us, and as a tour group that was actually formed so this band could play. They all know everything I'm about to say, but you might not. We are from the Seattle area mostly. At least that's how we started out, and over time we've gradually spread out some more. And now we include some people from far off places like Denver and California. At any rate, yeah, Portland. I still think of that as a far off place. Yeah. At any rate, so we're going to start out with a tune. It's a band leader I used to play with used to say this is the 1919 March. It was written in March of 1919. There's that word more. Now those are the very words of the sainted Mr. Bert Moore himself. Yeah. Okay.
Someday I'll send you the copy.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, give me a moment here while I fight with my electronic device, which is. We're gonna skip me up to what I got. Oh, I thought you said, I heard you saying that one back here. We're gonna do two. Oh, I got it.
Which one were we gonna?
That's fine, I just had it in the wrong order on this one. So now I'm fighting with two electronic devices at the same time. And they're Android, so they don't like each other.
They also have a. Yes and no, we're gonna fish and go in G.
In G. Alright. And Paul, mine's it's off.
I'm talking a lot right now.
Okay, well, let me know.
Yeah.
Sanitize the microphone.
Let's make sure.
So we'll just start with the chorus, and then Paul has the verse and chorus. And you sing it out at the end, Paul, or not?
Sure.
Okay, so you'll sing out the chorus.
Like the last one.
Oh, you'll sing out the last half.
That's best.
Okay, great.
Starting chorus.
This is Andy's instant arrangement of the chorus. Okay, so we'll start out with the chorus, then we'll do verse and chorus vocal, we'll take the solos, and then we'll take it up with Paul singing the last half. Okay? Give G. One, two, three. Well, thank you for singing that, Paul. That was Paul Waltz on the vocal for the Tishomingo Blues. Those of you who were fans of the old Prairie Home Companion show probably recognize that melody. Garrison Keillor used it without attribution, by the way. And if I was a more knowledgeable person in the history, I would tell you who wrote it, but it's escaping me right now. I believe it was one of the Williams.
C.S. Williams, 1917.
Yeah, I think you're right. That does sound familiar. Our expert is saying he thinks it was Spencer Williams, and I think that corresponds with what I remember. But I tend not to trust my memory unless it's reinforced by someone else. So we're going to move on now to a tune that I believe was associated with the King Oliver Band, and this is called Mabel's Dream.
Canada's Maple Street.
Maple Street, yeah. What?
Did great. You want to give me a
Okay. You know, a lot of times I cannot
double
visual
contact. Exactly. That's why I'm telling you.
I could start like with a small piece of hard candy and throwing them in your belly. I know that works from what I've heard about the Mariners games.
Yeah.
Never heard it before.
One, two, three, four.
Kevin?
Words. There are many, many words.
You got some?
The old Sultans are rough. Yeah.
Everyone, for everyone.
Yeah, walk you. I don't know why. I'm really
Okay, we're going to move on to a politically correct and what's intentionally humorous vocal, which is a reference to the old the peace conferences after World War I. I'm sure no one here remembers that directly, but you've heard of it, I'm sure. This is a song called "Won't You Give Me That Old Sultan's Harem." It has to do with the dividing up of the spoils after the war. And there's this gentleman, which the song refers, who is putting in his bid for the Sultan's harem. Just a quick moment here while we do Andy's instant arrangement service. Okay, we're in the PFC, and we'll play the chorus in. It'll be verse, chorus, vocal. Play some solos. It'll be verse, chorus, out, and we'll take it out. I'll sing it out, and so we all set?
Rick will give us the ending.
What's that?
Rick will lead us to an ending.
I think.
I'm going to sing it out.
Yeah, I'll listen to Andy, but it'll be.
But yeah, well,
if I have any choice, it'll be.
Rick be the man.
Good.
PMC.
Running on the chorus.
Yeah, and I'll comment on the vocal.
Not in the book.
One, two, three, four. I was so shocked, I thought they'd die when I made this reply. You gotta give me that harem, the old Sultan's harem, it's the only thing I crave. The Sultan's too old now, he's past 83, his 1,000 wives need a fella like me. I'll never beat them, like this I'll treat them, all I ask is the trial. Imagine me sitting on the carpeted floor, got a nice slave doing me wife kind of for. I'll be so gallant, I'm chock full of talent, won't you let that harem to me get more? I'll prove to you that I can be true. But here's what you must do. You gotta give me that harem. The old Sultan's harem, it's the only thing I claim. I'll take off the veils that they wear on their face. The young ones I'll keep and the old ones I'll chase. I'll give them freedom, on garlic I'll feed them, so they'll roast all their bodies. King Solomon lived 400 years till he died. If I live to 43, why I'll be satisfied. I'll be a wizard, I'm an old harem lizard. Won't you give that harem to me? I'll keep on smiling. Give that harem to me. Well, I hope you take that all in good fun. It's certainly a politically incorrect tune. It probably was even more so in its own day.
Our kind of number.
Yeah, it's just our kind of number. It's the sort of thing that we live for. I'm trying to squint and read here. We're going to move on now to some more serious jazz. A tune called Daddy Do. And I'm not able to bore you with details because I have none. So there we go. Yes, yeah, isn't that wonderful?
Is this a Bessie Smith number? Andy,
Yeah.
was this a Bessie Smith number?
Who cares? You probably got more fun than I do. It could be, yes.
Somebody Googled that again.
So, just so we know, to refresh ourselves and for Paul's sake, after we do the verse, the B section, Paul, we're gonna split the choruses.
Okay.
And instead of playing chorus after chorus on the verse, or solo after solo on the verse, we're gonna play them on the chorus.
Oh, wait. Remember, B is banjo, clarinet only.
Clarinet only, yeah. Thank you, Tom.
Always a chorus verse.
And did you have a solo on this song?
No.
Or I did give you one?
No. I'll let you know.
1, 2, oh, Paul's still digging?
We can do the cornet on, not dirt.
Well, I thought I had trouble with my electronic device. Paul is fighting with a all-natural paper-based device, which can be just as difficult.
Now I'm speaking.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
done.
And now for something totally different. We have Diane come up and sing for you. She's going to sing a song called Louisiana. And I don't know much of the history of this, but I do know it was recorded by Dick Spiderbeck. So,
Big spider
Big
bat.
Spiderback.
Big
Yeah.
spider back.
Say,
Give me a chord and I'll lodge it.
that's an easy screw.
My heart is heavy to see the levee, a field of cane and corn. I've not forgotten my land of cotton down where I was born. Oh, I'm through rocking around because I'm Dixie bound. Louisiana, Louisiana, I've been sad, oh, mighty sad. Louisiana, Louisiana, now I'm glad, Lord, I'm so glad. The train is coming, the whistle's blowing, here I come, here I come. Well, I'm going, that's why I'm going back to happiness and then some. Louisiana, the place is where I declare, I declare. No skies are bluer, no friends are truer, anywhere, anywhere. Just take to my heart and give me one more star, and I'm like a little child that's just made right wild. Louisiana,
Play I Love My Baby.
Okay. Well, hello everyone. I hope you had fun. I hope you won in the casino. I didn't. But I went shopping anyway. Why not? We had a fabulous session this morning at 10 o'clock. We had some new singers. And we played some new music and it was really fun. So join us again tomorrow.
Diane, 10 o'clock in what room?
10 o'clock in the Stuyvesant room. Stuyvesant room.
Level one.
Level one. And you're almost in the mechanics area. Midship, silly me.
Level.
Okay.
That'd be a good place to actually down in.
Yeah, okay. So, Robbie, you ready for this one?
Yeah, what is the song?
I love it,
I love
baby.
my baby.
Okay, Keith.
B flat.
B
It'd be
flat.
nice if we had the music. Yeah, so that's all right. Here,
That's in the good time, I think.
take this. I'll get back.
That's in the good time.
So, I've never had the opportunity to do anything with Robbie before, so this poor man is like, here, let's do this too. And he goes, okay.
All right.
We're working on getting the power back.
Oh, we lost some power.
We'll get something.
Okay, we started out without any chairs. We are rolling tonight.
Okay, here, Robbie. Oh, you got it.
As it were.
Here we go. Talk about your famous love affair. Romeo and Juliet had theirs. I just found someone and someone found me. We're not very famous, but who cares? I love my baby loves me. Don't know nobody happy as me. I'm only 20 and he's 91. We never worry, we're just having fun. Sometimes we quarrel and maybe we fight, but then we make up the following night. When we're together, we're great company. My baby loves me. Okay, you guys want to take a break?
No.
No, we have about 3 more tunes.
I'm gonna take a break.
There's a bar over there.
Are you trying to give me
That
a
helped at all? Take a break, Diane. All there is that.
Thank you, bar people, you're fabulous.
Sorry about we're going to go back to music that I've talked about the other day. What they call this the West Coast Revival. So this is like a reasonably modern tune that was written in the older style. And something had happened like after the 40s, people on the West Coast decided they wanted to emulate the style of the old bands, and they started writing music like the old bands used to play. So we're going to play a song here called the Annie Street Rock. Okay, and when we get to the solos at the end, we'll be splitting choruses. So we'll start with the trumpet, piano, clarinet, trombone, and then we'll take it out from there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
ask for another water, about a half hour ago.
I haven't-
Gotta get a water.
I have not touched it.
Oh, thank you very much.
So, what do you want to do?
Is it A flat?
Okay.
Start from the first.
CC Rider at A flat, starting with the verse.
Maybe, Ed, can you hand that water?
Tom.
Behind you.
He's already got one.
Oh, I thought you said asphalt.
He did, and I gave it.
I asked for a second water. Oh, no, great, they put them over there.
Okay, CC Rider at A flat, I'm gonna start Cromwell and verse, and then, you guys come in the chorus, and then you stay with the chorus the whole thing.
How about ensemble last
Okay, you do that, good idea. We'll do ensemble, last more, and then I'll bring in that verse. On Cromwell, we don't have a vocal, so, we'll just play on the chorus. Finish the song. Yeah,
Would you object if I played?
not at all. Oh, no, that's fine, go ahead. Tuba verses. Too much for Andy's instant arrangement.
That's like the universe.
For one, if we're nothing if we're not flexible. Okay. So now we're going to do a tune called CC Rider, and I believe the CC part actually has to do with the cattle cars that the people used to ride on the trains, without permission of the railroad, by the way. So here we go with an old blues tune, CC Rider. One, two, three.
let's do it later. We started, remember, almost 20 minutes late. So we're really right on time.
All right.
We can take a break. Get Rod up here, and then we'll follow the second format. Just, if we're gonna go till 9:20. I don't know. I'll find out on break.
All right, well, thank you for your kind attention. We're going to take a little intermission right now, and we've got a gentleman here from Iowa, a man named Rod Byenson, and I know Rod from way back when. He's the first jazz band leader who ever had the courage or perhaps poor judgment to hire me as a trombone player with his band. Yeah, that's actually how I got started playing music. So whether I should thank or curse him, I'm not sure, but maybe a little both. So here's Rod Byenson to play some tunes for you.
No, I don't really know anything about doing well, you know That was The Favorite by Scott Joplin. The Favorite. I don't know if it was favorite, but that's the name of it. It's not. That was The Cascades by Scott Joplin, written in behalf of the 1904 St. Louis World's Fair. And that was something else. You're really old. Okay, let's do something simple. That's it. You got a request, Commander Blair? How do I go do something for a minute? I try to do something not too much. What do you think about doing the love song from 1892 by Charles Harris? Let's see what happens. Okay, E flat, all right? was After the Ball from 1892, the whole song, including the verse. So anyway, there it is, the band's coming back now. Here we go. I'm Rod Manson from Iowa, nice seeing you. It's been, God, this is a wonderful way to spend a week, isn't it?
Thank you.
I mean, don't trip over anything. Thanks, Lord.
All right, thank you, Rod. Once again, that was Rod Byanson, who's here from Iowa. And I essentially learned to play the tuba on the job of playing ragtime gigs with Rod. He'd just hand me a piece of piano music, and I'd look at whatever was the lowest note on the music and try and play it. And look where I am today.
Well, we need the big time.
In the big time, that's right. Yeah. I've advanced to the trombone. If that is the correct word.
That's trombone.
No, I mean advanced. I'm going hunting. This is kind of interesting. I said earlier, I said it down for something totally different. We are about to play a piece of music that was written by Fats Waller, which is a kind of a surprise. We don't often do that. He's too modern for us. And which brings to mind something. I for the longest time I used to speak of modern jazz, and so I used to say I don't really like anything written after about 1940. And then I did the math one time. I went, geez, 1940. That was what, 65 years ago? And let's see. Let me get the math right. It's actually 85 years ago. And I said, so what I'm calling modern jazz is like 85 years old. So what does that tell you? Some of us just never move forward with history. Or to consider we were born about 50 years too late. All right, so here's Fats Waller's tune, I'm Going Hunting.
So,
And I'll let you all guess what he was hunting for.
could I make a little tip? Go ahead.
I told him about
Oh, you got
And
it.
he also knows that there are breaks at the ending in the same way as the beginning. So basically, the first 4 bars. Remember we talked about that? You remember the breaks at the end. Yeah, you just give us a steady tapping on the wood block. I mean to be fair. Okay. Drums. One, two, 3.
and slow, good.
Play 'em.
I know it, that's what I'm saying.
All right. All right, that was Fats Waller's I'm Going Hunting. And now we're going to do literally a torch song. Not really, but it has the word torch in it. This is a song that was written by a man named Harry Warren. And he's a prolific songwriter, but he's not known to a lot of people because he wrote songs for movies. Interestingly, he wrote this song under a pseudonym, for what it's worth, but his whole life was basically under a pseudonym because his real name was, let me get it right here, let me think for a minute, Salvatore Guaragna, I believe, that's the best I can do to pronounce it. So a little bit different from Harry Warren, but I think in those days, he was probably trying to make himself more saleable on the market by picking a name that maybe people could pronounce. So here we go, a song, The Torch, or When You Carry the Torch. Okay, it's not maybe perfectly clear, but where it says intro, that's actually the next measure. Sorry, I didn't put it over there. We're just going to play the last 8 bars. And then we'll go we'll do a vocal chorus. We'll play some solos. We'll go back and do another vocal chorus. And the ending will just be, once again, the last 8 bars. So I give intro and ending on the same. Just give me a second to get the words. Don't have another one on my well-known memory lapse.
So we started on the D flat.
Yeah. Measure 26. Sorry about that. I could have made that clearer, but I didn't. Okay. Watch this. First, chorus. Part 26 is where we're starting. I got it. B flat. 1, 2, 1. Now that game left his path when that old time song. You hurry home to gaze at more than ball. Every heart seems to burn when you hear the chords and the game's all gone wrong. When you haven't got a friend and your troubles never end, when your future doesn't look so bright, you sit there in the gloom of an empty, silent room, and the hallway clock ticks through the night. When you long to hear a knock upon your door, you're lonesome, oh so lonesome, and your poor heart cries once more. Gee, but it's tough when the gang's all gone home. You're standing on the corner all alone. Now you may have known, but you got no place to go, and you're dreaming women, wine, and song. Now that game's left you flat with that old time stall. You hurry home to stand at more bare walls. Every heart seems to score when you carry the torch and the game on Thank you. I believe that's what Turk Murphy used to call a barroom ballad.
Barroom.
This is a sort of a bar room, although of a much higher class than most I've been in.
No sawdust floors.
Yeah, no sawdust on the floor. Yeah, I would have liked it a little bit faster. That's okay, thanks everybody. I'm trying to figure out why this thing is converting my files to another format. Yeah.
Which one do you love, the B flat or A flat?
I don't know what you'd like. What's a good key for Lady Love?
B flat is good. B flat is
B
good.
flat is out here. I've got it at the A flat.
Alright.
3 and 2.
We're playing in A flat.
No, I thought,
Well, you want to do it in B flat? That's fine.
I sworn you said B flat.
You want B flat, Paul? Yes, please. Okay, got it. All right, we were thinking of making this a 3-reed thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So Tom's, we're doing things that are totally different. Tom has twisted my arm, and I brought out the instrument of mass destruction. So we're approaching critical mass here because we already have a soprano saxophone. Now we have 2 soprano saxophones, so heaven knows what will happen here. But this is just a little bit of fluff that we're going to play for you, a tune called Lady Love.
In B flat.
So we'll just start out with a ensemble, then we're going to go into some reed solos. Probably give other people a chance to sing these songs. It'll be a typical Burt Bar reed extravaganza solo.
I want to know what that means. Am I supposed to play it anytime?
Yes, yes. We want you to play ensembles. We'll probably get a chance to play solo after we've done some reed stuff.
Who wants melody? Ensemble.
You got a melody there?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, you take the other 2 notes.
What? What?
What I tell you?
What? I'm sure everyone in the band is glad I got that out of my system, and you probably should be glad too. But anyway, it's fun to do. This harkens back to the old stuff that Burt Bard used to do with the Uptown Lowdown Band, and they would have read extravaganza, whatever the plural is for extravaganzas, and frequently extravaganza, and frequently he would invite other reed players who happened to find themselves in the vicinity. I've had experiences with that band where we've had maybe 5 or 6 bass saxophones on the stage at the same time. That's quite an experience. The bass clef gets very crowded at that point. But anyhow, thank you very much, and I'm glad you enjoyed that.
We have about 20 minutes left.
So we're going to try to play on for another 20 minutes or so because we're late getting started tonight. And we'd like to make sure that we give you your money's worth. And that includes the people who are just here who didn't pay any money to hear us. By God, you should get your money's worth too. You don't want you to end up in the hole. So we're bringing Diane back up to sing a vocal. She's going to sing an old 1920s song called Too Busy.
Well, do you have the music, Rob?
Yeah, she wants a piano intro, and then she's going to do verse and chorus. Then some solos, and she's going to sing the chorus. So.
Glory and F? I got plenty of versions now. You can give me mine back. It's easier to make. All right.
Whatever you pick up, you want me to give you notes?
Oh, I am.
Let's forget the verse. Right to the chorus.
I'm noisy.
Megan's
The verse is specialist.
Sorry about that. We're gonna do a sing along, okay? This is not going well tonight. Let's do Blue Skies B flat.
Blue skies.
Blue Skies B flat, we're gonna do a sing along. This is not going well.
That's G minor.
Okay, help me out, folks, I'm having a rough night. Here we go. Skies flying on me, nothing but blue skies. Do I see birds singing a song? Nothing but blue all day long. Well, I never saw the sun shining so bright. I never saw things that were going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, wonder and wonder, tears on the fall. Nothing but blue skies from now on. Nothing
They're really good, you can't see it. Push blue.
We're gonna go back to the West Coast Revival. And this is a piece called Minstrels of Annie Street. And the story I've heard about this, and I'm sure that the people who know more than I do will correct me, but the story was that Turk Murphy was playing at a joint on Annie Street, and somebody in the newspaper made some snide remark about those minstrels down on Annie Street. So Turk went ahead and wrote a song about it. This is the Minstrels of Annie Street.
I suggest we start with the trombone. Leave out it's an accident waiting to happen.
All right, so I'll play the first two measures, and then you still have the dot, dot, and da, da, da.
Will I back you up?
No, just by myself. I'm not gonna play the dot, 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 I'm gonna play the dot, 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 dot. Oh, that's one way. No, we're not using that normally.
Now just rest in your bar.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think those minstrels were in a pretty good way for them. Well, thank you. That was the Minstrels of Annie Street. Going to slow things down. It is even more than I had anticipated. And we're going to do a song called The Working Man's Blues. I'm not sure if there's anybody in this band that still works. Do you still work for a living, Rory?
Never did.
Never did? I see. I'm not sure that anybody left it. So I think for most of us, the working days are like a dim and distant memory. In my case, it's for the better. So see what I can remember. Here we have the Working Man's Blues. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Shake that thing.
All right, that was our version of the Working Man Blues. And we're going to finish out the set with a fun little number, which is also extremely politically incorrect. Another one of our favorite things. This is a song called "Shake That Thing."
My little
We start with the Charleston verse, dun, 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 dun. Then we'll play the chorus, and then what we'll do is I'll sing interminably, and when I finally terminate the singing, we'll have some solos, and then when we go back to go through the ending, we'll do the Charleston again. Then we'll take it out with the chorus.
We're starting on the Charleston.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah, once there were twice there before.
Just
explain the whole thing.
Okay, it's written out twice, so it will actually, it's B flat, A flat, B flat, B flat.
Well, I know this.
I got it for Tom. You find it.
Just tell me the starting note. That's all I need.
B flat, it's a B
Okay.
flat blues.
I got it.
Charleston twice, and then is it ensemble or?
Yeah, ensemble, and then I'll start singing. So just let me get my, so I don't go blank. One, two, three, four. that thing. You know the old folks do it and the young ones do. The old folks learn the young ones what to do. You gotta shake that thing. Oh, shake that thing. I'm in the car to tell you to shake that thing. I popped downtown and stumbled and fell. My mouth jumped open like a country well. Watch him shake that thing. Oh, shake that thing. Lordy, Lordy, I see him shake that thing. So now you folks can all go back to your cabins and shake that thing. Whatever that means. Well, thank you for coming and listening to us, and it's been a pleasure playing for you. And once again, we are Seattle Crab. You know, and I know most of the people here know everybody, but I probably should just quickly introduce folks. For those of you who are just coming in to listen to us who weren't necessarily part of the group, playing alto and bass saxophones, that's that big thing on the floor, is Paul Woltz. Paul lives in Seattle. Next to Paul is Rob Hilliard. Rob lives in Bellevue. No, not the mental hospital. It's a town near Seattle. And then we have a sub here on the cornet. This is Mr. Rick Holzgraf. He lives in the Happy Valley in Oregon, which is right near Portland. I'm Andrew Hall. I live in Aberdeen, which is about 120 miles southwest of Seattle, and for those people who think I'm out in the ocean, no, Seattle is actually not on the coast, so a lot of people think that when I tell them that. Behind me on the big Belfront tuba is Tom Jacobus. Tom lives in Kent, Washington, which is just south of Seattle. And next to Tom, we have Robbie Rhodes. And he lives in a very extreme southern Seattle. It's actually known as California. Next to him, we have Rory Thomas. Rory lives in Denver. And thank you. And next to him, we have Ed Bach. And I don't know where Ed lives. Denver, okay. I thought maybe you lived in the drum case. I'm not sure. But, there we go. I once saw a big string bass case, and on it was a sticker that says Bix lives for the Big Spiderback Festival, and some wag has written next to it, in here. So Bix lives in here. Well, thanks again. We'll be playing again tomorrow in the same place, 7 o'clock. Are we doing the sing-along at 10 tomorrow? Do I understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. So we're playing tomorrow. It's a sing-along and jam set at 10 o'clock.
You want an encore, Andy?
All right. That's good. I thought he was saying anchor. I was waiting for the ship to screech to a stop.
Yeah?
Yeah, Dr. Jazz, and I can sing that unless someone else would like. Anyone want to sing that? Okay, I'll sing it. All right, we're gonna do I think it's a Jelly Roll Morton number. It's called Dr. Jazz. I think it was actually Jelly Roll and King Oliver, wasn't it? Something like that.
Corrected?
Please. No, I don't like to be corrected, but it's for my own good, so go ahead.
Written by King Oliver, but famously recorded by Jelly Roll Morton.
Ah, okay, I've been corrected. It was written by King Oliver and recorded and well known as a recording by Jelly Roll Morton. So there we go. Now you have the real skinny. And here we go with Hello Central. Give me Dr. Jazz.
We're gonna do the Charleston. Starting on.
I'm just gonna start right on the chorus. Let's not do anything for the part.
There will be a verse.
Yeah. So we'll play a chorus, I'll sing a verse of the chorus, and then we'll just play separate stuff. I will not sing again. One, two, three, four. Everybody gets a foot down there and don't know what to do. I've had it happen many times in that well, so have you. But those days are gone and past. I found out what to do at last. When I'm lonesome down and I know you will hear me shout. I'll say hello Central, give me Dr. Jazz. I got what I need, I stay happy. When the world goes wrong and I've got the blues, it's Dr. Jazz that makes me put on both my that's the truth. There's your anchor. We was going to drop anchor ourselves here and finish our set. And thank you for coming to listen. And like I said before, we will be playing here again tomorrow at 7. And there's a jam set and sing along at 10 o'clock in the Stuyvesant room, or Stuyvesant, something like that. It's downstairs, midship on deck 1 on the right side of the ship. I'm avoiding all the nautical terms because I'm liable to use them wrong. So maybe we'll see you there. You're welcome, and hopefully see you again tomorrow night.